Do you know what I'm here for?
Looks like they would eat them.
Didn't you listen? The beautiful lady just said sumo. Can't you tell by looking at me that I'm here for sumo? All right. Yeah, I'm not the sumo wrestler. There's a young lady here that's very smart and observant. Like she mentioned earlier, sumo is Japan's national sport. It is Japan's national sport. Let me hear it. Yep, so everyone here gets to witness Japan's national sport. It has over 1,000 years of history, more like 2,000 years. And it's the oldest organized sport in the entire world. So I'm not just talking Japan, I'm talking the entire world. Okay, so first, I would like to introduce our beautiful sumo wrestlers to you. You're thinking, why is he calling them beautiful? Trust me, they are beautiful. First up, from the awesome state of Idaho, we have a Superman of a man. This man is the heaviest person ever to run a marathon according to the Guinness Book of World Records. At 6 foot, 440 pounds, please welcome Mr. Kelly Knighting. Kelly right here is a 4-time U.S. Sumo champion, and he is the current U.S. Sumo champion. So let's give it to Kelly again, yes.
U.S. champion versus world champion.
Who wants to see him take off his robe? Not now. He gets to hold on to it a little longer. Okay, next up, we have a special guest. He's from Mongolia. This guy has spent 5 years of professional sumo wrestling in Japan. He has fought with the top sumo wrestlers, and very quickly after he started in Japan, he became the #1 guy in his sumo stable. Currently from Los Angeles, let's welcome Biamba Javulambayar, Biamba. At 6 foot 1 inch and 360 pounds, Biamba is a 3-time world sumo champion. Okay. Now in terms of sumo, as the beautiful lady mentioned earlier, the goal is to get the opponent out of the ring, but also, if any part of your opponent's body other than the bottoms of their feet touches the ground, they automatically lose. So look out for that. So let me first introduce you to some important aspects of sumo wrestling. This is when the gentlemen are going to take off their robes. Let them hear it. Come on, ladies. Let them hear it. Okay, the first exercise they're going to show you is a daily routine that they do every morning in Japan when they wake up at 5 a.m. Who wakes up at 5 a.m. here? Almost none of you. Okay, this exercise is called the shiko. It is an exercise that focuses on flexibility. Look at how high they raise their legs. And balance. 2 things very important to a sumo wrestler, as well as almost any other martial art. Now they're counting off in Japanese. You hear them? Shi. Anyone speak Japanese here? Almost nobody, okay. Okay, the next time their feet hits the ground, I want everyone to say yoisho, okay? Can I hear it once? Yoisho. Okay.
Yoisho.
Okay, 2 more times, guys. Yoisho! One last time, come on guys, loudly. Yoisho! Alright. Okay, now like I mentioned earlier, a very important aspect about sumo wrestling is flexibility. I mean, like with any martial arts, you warm up by, trying to become flexible. You stretch your legs and whatnot. But see how flexible this guy is? Anyone can do that? Let me see some hands. You can do that? Are you 300 pounds? Ha ha ha. But in addition to just stretching out the legs the way you just saw them, they also do something called the matawari. I'm not going to say in English what the matawari is because Kelly here is going to show you what it is. Kelly? They look at that. All right. Another important exercise that the sumo wrestlers practice is called the suriashi, or the sliding feet. Now, they're going to show you what power and flexibility they have by being able to scoop down so low and still be able to maintain balance and mobility. Look at this. Now, once again, they do this many, many times each morning. You see the speed? See one more from Biamba at super speed. He said no. So imagine him charging at you in a dark alley at night like that. Okay.
Imagine these guys just wind back.
Now, two very important aspects about sumo are the kinjite and the kimarite. Kinjite are the forbidden techniques. It means what you are not allowed to do. So in sumo, you are allowed to slap. Slapping with an open hand. You can slap any way you want, anywhere you want. Slap the face, see? Okay. So in sumo, you're allowed to slap, but you're not allowed to punch. This is not boxing. Okay? So for a lot of you, and I see some of you in uniform, they're, just like in judo, you're allowed to trip. Sweeping the leg is okay. So you can trip. You can trip, but there's no karate kid here. No kicking. None of that, see? Okay. Now in sumo, one thing you can do is grab around the belt or the mawashi. You can grab around anywhere in the mawashi. You can use the mawashi to win by pulling against it. So, once again, you can pull all around the mawashi, but you are not allowed to pull around the groin. You are also not allowed to pull around the butt. So no pulling behind, guys, okay? All right, so once again, pulling all around the mawashi is okay, but there is no hair pulling. He has no hair anyway, but this guy has hair, so don't pull his hair. Okay, so there you have it. These are the forbidden techniques. These are things you are not allowed to do. Once again, you can slap, but there is no eye poking. No poking the eyes. None of that, okay? Okay, so you must all be wondering, okay, what we cannot do, we've seen. What is it that we can do? What we can do is called the kimarite. This is the winning moves. The first move is something called the Aussie Tashi, or the push-out. They're going to show you what it's about. So he just simply pushes him out of the ring. Pretty easy, right? It's just push it. Yeah, you got to try pushing one of these guys. Okay. The next thing is called the force out, which is a different version of the push out. It's called yorikiri. But listen to the sound they make when they hit each other. Ah! Okay, finally, there's a move where if I practice it, I can probably take one of them down, which I'm not going to do though. It's called the hatakikomi, or the push down. It's a matter of being smart and flexible. You see, with this move, it's not about strength. It's really about getting out of the way when you have to and borrowing the other person's strength. It's that easy. All right, now that you guys have seen what you can and cannot do, who is ready to see some real matches?